Today's video is all about the halo. I promised you that I would come to you monthly to talk about how I'm feeling, share with you the growth pattern, and just what is going on with my halo. I'm going to share with you how I feel about it, what kind of comments I've been getting, how Lou feels about it. Eventually, I'll talk about some supplements and hair products that I have tried. I want to give them a little bit more time. Many of you have already noticed that my hair is growing very quickly. This is 5 months. May 22nd was 5 months that I have not colored my hair. 22nd or 23rd. June will be 6 months. I am heading back to New York for a couple of weeks. I am scheduled to see Kelly. I'm just very excited to see her. She's really a great, great human being. So I am scheduled to see her. I am going to have my long layers put back in my hair. And I'm also going to have some of it cut off. Don't worry, I'm not going chin length or even shoulder length. I am going to probably have about 3 inches cut off because you've heard me mention that my hair does graze my butt. And that's a bit too long for me. I haven't worn my hair that long since I was 14 years old. And at 14 years old, I begged my mother, please, please, for my birthday, can I cut my hair? Because my mother would never let me cut my hair. It was always very long. And for my 14th birthday, she allowed me to cut my hair, and I cut it in a pixie. And never, ever again will I have hair that short. Anyway, that's just a little past history for you. So we're going to just talk about the halo. And my journey is going to be very long because I am not going to cut my hair short, as I just mentioned. And I may have Kelly put some, because there's a line you can see here that's a little bit, brassy and orange. And then the ends are, they match, they go in line a little bit better with the roots. So I probably will have Kelly do something right here. We're not touching my roots or any of the new growth at all. Right here you can see. You see how this is darker? It's because, first of all, there's fade off. And I've had no highlights since last June on this part of the hair right here. I've had no highlights, so that's just the base color. And of course there's fade off because I haven't been putting anything on my hair for 5 months now. So I may have Kelly just do a soft blend, not on the ends because my hair is so dry, I don't want the breakage. That's why I'm not really interested in bleaching my whole head to make it look better with the whites, because it doesn't really bother me that this part of my hair is blonde and this part of my hair is white and gray. So I'm just not going to do that process. And I'm also not interested in the Jack Martin process because I think what people don't realize is that is a lot of maintenance after, because there will be fade off and there's maintenance there. So, and that, if you're not in the right hands, the right stylist, there could be a tremendous amount of damage and regret after doing something like that. So this is my journey. Once it gets to a certain length, then I will go ahead and cut my hair. So I thought, well, first I want to say this. I realize after reading a lot of the comments on Instagram and under my YouTube videos, there are a ton of women out there that want to grow their natural hair, but they don't because they don't have the support within their own home from their relatives, their significant other, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend. They don't have the support system, and that is really sad to me. It really is sad because I'm a firm believer that we should all be living our best lives. And I realize there are, it's give and take in relationships, and we sometimes have to do little things that we don't, really want to do, but like go to somebody's party that you're really not interested, or you don't care for them, but your spouse does, so you go. But when it comes to your personal being comfortable in your own skin is the most important thing, the most important gift you can give yourself. Because if you're not comfortable in your skin, there's always that level of you that's not 100% happy. That's how I see it. So I am very fortunate because Lou is supportive of everything I choose to do. He supports me 100%. And I know I'm very lucky and I'm blessed for that. So, I do realize that there are a lot of you out there. And I also realize that there are a lot of you watching me go through this, and it's motivating you to go ahead and do it. So I guess my point to all of this is this, my friends, it's just a hair color. It is just another hair color. How is this any different from a woman dyeing her hair brown, red, blonde, pink, purple, blue, green? Because people are coloring their hair all different colors now. And there are women who are paying a lot of money to even get this. So if you think of it that way, it is only a hair color. It does not define who you are. It does not tell the world, I've given up. It does not tell the world, I'm old. It does not tell the world, I don't care about looking my best. It does not tell the world, I'm lazy. And a lot of these things that I just said to you now are things that women have told me have been said to them. I myself have gotten comments from people saying, you're letting yourself go. I don't know what's happening to you. I've had someone say, if you let yourself go much more, Lou will leave you for a younger woman. Well, I have an opinion on that. And I also have had comments that have just said, it looks absolutely terrible. Just dye it. And then there are people who say, you look good, but I prefer your blonde. All of those are fine because those are only opinions coming from someone else. I think many of you probably can figure it out. I'm a very confident woman. I feel good in my own skin. I love myself enough to take care of all of me. And I think this is, and I might even try to take a picture of an example here. If I went out of the house, I just rolled out of bed, brushed my teeth, slapped on some moisturizer, really just did nothing with my hair, and put on just the raggiest clothes I could find, I think I probably would look haggard, old, and some people, the impression that I would be, the message that I would be sending out is, I don't really care. I don't care if I look young or old. And so what if my hair's a mess? I just don't care. So I do think that there is a way to carry yourself, whether you have white hair, gray hair, blonde hair, red, brunette, purple, pink, you get the gist. I do think that how we carry ourselves, how you take care of yourself, sends a louder message than the color of your hair. Truly, I do. So, as far as how the public is viewing me right now, I don't really care. I truly do not care. Do I have moments where I look and say, what are you thinking? Yes, and I've had to really step out of myself and say, why am I looking at this today and I'm not really liking it? It's usually because I'm tired, because I haven't slept. So when you are tired and you haven't slept, I think it affects your mood and how positive you are. And that, I made the connection that, okay, I haven't slept in 2 days and now I'm looking at myself not liking this, when 2 days ago I was like, wow, really like the way it's growing in. So yes, I have my moments, but I'm not embarrassed walking around like this because I don't, like if we go out to dinner, my hair's not going to look like this when we go out to dinner. This was for the video. This is so that I can run my fingers through it and really share with you the pattern of growth and how much it's grown. This is not how I'm going to walk out of my house. I'm going to have a nice outfit on. I'm going to stand tall with my shoulders back. I'm going to have my makeup on and my lipstick, and I'm going to have my hair styled where it looks good. And we've gone out to dinner several times with people and my hair has been like this and not one of them has said anything to me. And I actually did ask two women what they thought, and the one woman said, I think it looks really nice, but I like your yellow hair. And it didn't hurt my feelings. I asked her, I did ask, what do you think? And she likes the white, but she said, I like your yellow hair better. And the other woman that I asked, she was like, I think it looks great. Why not? So I really don't think anybody is really wasting that much time on my hair. I don't even think it's a topic of discussion when they get in their car. I really don't. And also, this will be a little bit repetitive to the first video. That when someone says you aren't going to be sexy anymore, or you are not going to look young anymore, I guess I just don't care about looking sexy for the world. And really, I'm going to insert some pictures here with my hair different colors. I don't really think I look much different. Now, there is a couple of years, there's maybe 2 or 3 years in between where I was 60 and now I'm 63, but I don't think it's my hair color making me look older. So I'll put a couple of pictures in there because I really have gone through my photos. I don't have a lot of photos of myself, but because of Instagram and my YouTube channel, I do have some pictures. And a lot of these pictures I have my hair pulled back, or a lot I have my hair full. And, I really do take a look at them to see, is it aging me? And maybe I'm fooling myself, but I don't see it. I, like many of you, actually think it is brightening me up, and I actually think it's making my features, my good features, because I don't have all good features, but my cheekbones and my eyes are very, very dark. I do think that the white, the halo, brings that to focus on my face, and I actually think it's taking away from some of this, where I show most of my age. And I also think when I pull my hair back and up, I do think I look a little bit younger with my hair off my face versus it being down. But anyway, Lou, he just said to me yesterday, Tammy, I think it looks classy, it looks elegant. He said, I think you look beautiful. He said, I don't think you look older with it. He goes, I really do like how classy it looks. And he always has said from the start, if you don't like it after you grow it out, you dye it back. Who cares? But I do know that if I go through the process of growing my hair all out and it's all white, and then one day I just say to myself, I really don't like this anymore, and I color it, I know it will break the hearts of many. But again, I can't live my life that way. So as far as Lou's concerned, I'm not concerned that he's looking at me thinking she just looks terrible. He would tell me, Tam, I really love your blonde hair. He would. And he did like my blonde hair, but he does not have an objection to this. He doesn't. And why should he? Lou's hair is salt and pepper. His whole goatee is white. Why is that okay? But it's not okay for me. So anyway, all right, so that is basically how I'm feeling. Not much has changed. I'm actually liking it more. I think when you get to a certain point and the pattern starts to, say, hello, this is what I'm going to look like, I do think something happens. That's when the switch goes on full steam ahead or the switch goes off. And for me, the switch is full steam ahead. I don't see myself doing anything about this other than letting it grow and learning how to care for it, to make it look its best, and to style it over coloring it again. My scalp feels better. The dye burns my head so bad, and, it felt like I'd go and get my hair colored, and then within days I would see the temple hairs, the white hairs showing, and then within a week I would see just like 1/8 of an inch growth already. And within 2 weeks, it was like, oh, she dyes her hair. And then 3 weeks, it's worse than 4 weeks. It's just a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle. I understand some women are going to do that cycle for the rest of their life. And believe me, when I am in my videos talking about this, in no way, shape, or form am I putting down any other woman. I don't care what another woman does to her hair or her face. If she wants to fill it to the brim, she wants to pull it back with a facelift, if she wants to buzz her hair off, dye it pitch black, whatever she wants. It is her life to live, and it is her look to choose. So, you know, this is just my journey. This is my journey. So I thought I would share with you the pattern, how my hair is growing in, let you see all angles of it. And again, the pattern and the color, we have no control over. This is what it is. Would I like it all to be white? Absolutely I would. I would love all of it to be right here and right here. This right here, I don't care for. And I can tell you, if the front of my hair was growing in the way that my back of my hair is, I would not do this journey because I don't care for it. I need the brightness of the white. If I had just all this darkness that this patch is, it would not complement me. Now it does complement some people, but me, it would not. And I would then feel like this. So I need the brightness. So I am happy that the majority, the front half of my head is white. The back is darker, but I won't be able to see it that much, so it's okay. So anyway, I just thought we'd go ahead and share. So I'm going to part my hair down the middle so that you can see. Now, I don't have anything on my hair outside of my hair oil, my shampoo, my conditioner. I did not use a bluing shampoo, anything like that. So this is the state of my hair right now, and this is what my whites look like. So you can see that all the way to my crown is much brighter than this very small section right here. And no, I'm not going to go and color that piece to make it look different. I'm just going to leave it. It is what it is. My goal here is no maintenance at all. My goal is just to get haircuts. That is it. So, because then I can go to Kelly once a year, because you know, we'll go back to Buffalo in the summer and I can go to Kelly because I can go one solid year without cutting my hair because I care for it. So anyway, getting back to my pattern. So that is the pattern. So now if I take a section and I part it, you'll notice that it gets whiter. And then if I part it again, it stays white all on the sides. And this side here is the same. It is all white. And I'll take one more section for you to see, all white, and it's all the way through the sides that way. So I'm really happy with the growth pattern of the sides. Now let me turn around so you can see the back. So here is the back of my head. You'll notice it gets a little bit darker. It's very much like that front little patch. And if I part it in another section, it is still dark. But you'll notice that as it moves towards the front of my head, it gets a little bit brighter, which is really going to work for me. Really, it is. And that is the other section. Now that I'm done sharing the pattern with you, I'm going to pull my hair up because I just can't stand it down in this 100-degree weather. So I just pull it up. And this is how I wear my hair on most days. And I do wear a lot of silk ties because I don't want the breakage. Although the hair that's growing in is incredibly healthy, obviously. But, you know, a lot of people complain about the texture of their gray hair. And gray hair can be stubborn. It can be porous. It can be curly. It can be all kinds of things. Now, for me, I think that my hair is going to be very silky. I think it's still going to be a little bit dry. And I can tell that when I'm touching some of the hair that is still going to have the same texture that I've had my whole life. So my hair is a little bit on the dry side. Now, I won't be able to really tell until it maybe grows another 2 inches, and then I'll have a really good idea of what the texture is going to be. You know, is it going to be an uncontrollable amount of frizz? Is it going to be dull? I don't think so, because so far the white that I'm sharing with you is very, very shiny. And that's what I'm hoping for because, again, gray hair, you cannot predict how it is going to play on the outside of your scalp. You can't. So we're going to have to take that journey together as well to see. Watching me, you're going to have to realize that this is my journey, my growth pattern, my texture. Yours may be totally different. If you have curly hair, your curly gray hair is going to be different than mine. But so far, I have to say, I am loving it, my friends. I remember when I tried to grow it out. I've tried 2 other times to grow it out. One was many years ago. We were still in Buffalo, living in Buffalo. And I got to about, maybe, I think I went 3 months at the most. And I actually did like it, but I wasn't ready for it. And then the second time I did it was COVID started. And you couldn't really go anywhere, so I just didn't color my hair. And, I used a lot of the sprays and stuff if I had to, but again, you can't go anywhere, so what difference did it make? But I remember, I don't know, one day I just said, I'm not ready for this. I'm just not ready for this. And I went almost 6 months. So I was at the point that I'm at right now, and I was just not ready for it. And I colored it. And I did it myself. And I just, I actually did it on camera. I did a video, washed that gray right out of my hair. I don't think when I did that video it was 6 months. I think I had already colored it once. So I think I might have been only at a couple of months when I did that video. But anyway, I am at the point that I was at that time. And I have a totally different mindset right now. And I am loving it. So I think it's here to stay, my friends. And I also want to say a huge thank you to all of you. All of you. I gained so many new subscribers when I announced that I was letting the hair grow out. And it is amazing how all of you have rallied around me. I get more comments when my gray hair pictures show, or I'm doing a video on my gray hair. They are the most popular of all of my pictures on Instagram and the most popular of my videos. So, women are dying to do this. They want to do this so bad. I just say, if you want to do it, go for it. Go for it. If you are the type of person that really lives your life worrying about what other men publicly think about you, and you think that all men are not going to like this, because I will tell you, you're wrong. Men, this does not bother men. This bothers other women, but this does not bother a man. It doesn't. I mean, I've had men say, oh, your hair looks nice. It looks really nice. Or I've had some say, I really love your white hair. So, I mean, all men don't hate it. But if you are that type of woman that you really do worry about, are other men out there going to be looking at me with this white hair because they're going to think I'm old, then this is not the movement for you. It is just not the move for you to make in your life. If you are someone that is not confident enough within your own skin, and you really worry about what other people are going to think, and you are surrounded by people that are so against this, it may be a tough journey for you, and I totally understand. But you have the right to choose the way you want to live your life. So brush it off. Just brush it off. Don't even think about what someone else is thinking. I can almost guarantee that when I go back to Buffalo in June, I have one person I know. She won't say anything to my face, but I can guarantee you she will make a comment to all of my other friends about my white hair and how awful it looks. I know she will, because she would never do this. So she pushes that, what she wouldn't do herself, she pushes that on all women. And I think a lot of women do that. I really do. I wouldn't get a tattoo to save my life. But I have no objection to anybody else getting tattoos. If they want to tattoo their whole body up, I can appreciate the beauty in it. It's not for me, but it's for her. And bravo to her for living her own life. It doesn't matter what I think. It only matters what you think about your own life. It really is true, my friends. I guess that's why they say support other women. It may not be the right thing for you, I mean, I can honestly tell you, I have friends that are so different from me. Absolutely so different from me. I don't love them any less. We don't judge each other. I think she's beautiful. She thinks she's beautiful. And they think I'm beautiful. When it all comes down to it, as we get older, it all fades anyway. So if you don't have that beauty from within, it does not matter that you've stayed blonde your whole life because you're going to be ugly to most people. And that may be harsh, but it is reality. All right, my friends, that's it. In the comments, let me know if you are on this journey. How has it been for you? Do you have a support system around you? How does your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband feel about it? Do they give you a hard time? Or do they love you just the same? And bet you that my sisters think this is hideous. But I don't care. I do not care. Even my brother, I think when he came here the last time, he goes, "What's going on with all that gray hair?" And I know my younger brother would say the same thing to me. But do they love me any less? Nope. And do I care? Do I love them any less for not agreeing with my white hair? Nope. Nope. It's your life to live, so go out there and live it. All right, my friends, I want to hear from you in the comments. If you haven't already subscribed, on your way out, hit that subscribe button and the bell, which is right next to it, and that will notify you of all the videos that I'm putting up. Until the next time, my friends, you go out in the world and be lovable, and don't forget, it is okay, my friends, to love your age and to have white hair. I love you all. Bisous.